A lot of us struggle with listening, but I think a lot of us feel comfortable purging, just getting everything out. So if that's what we feel comfortable with, let's try to start there. And maybe we can start with this super simple formula. You need to say what you are seeing, observing. Identify what you're observing. I like the one that Tanya uses with me, which is, Carl, the kitchen is a mess. Okay, I can see that too. Cool, we're aligned. Awesome. The second thing you do is you express your feelings. Tanya would say something along the lines of, this pisses me off. Okay? I get frustrated. I feel like I'm being ignored. Like you don't care about me. Like I'm alone. So it's expressing what you feel. And the more descriptive you can be about how you feel, the better. The third part of this formula is expressing what need of yours is not being met. So, for Tanya, for example, it could be if she comes home at 7 p.m. after having worked 12 hours, and she sees that the kitchen is a mess, she will say, the kitchen is a mess. This pisses me off. It makes me feel ignored and alone, like you're not a team player right now. And the need that's not being met for me is that I have a need to feed you and the kid. When the kitchen is a mess, it takes me longer to get those needs met. Does this make sense, guys? And here comes the fourth part of this formula, which is an explicit call to action. Clean the damn kitchen. Done. Guess what happens? Now, it's not an attack. It's a statement. And it's not about you. It's about the other person. And it's about the impact that that person has a need of making through their process. So, by using this, state your observation, express your feelings as eloquently as you can. You don't have to raise your voice, you don't have to be just eloquently. Express what need is not being met, identify that, and then call to action. If you can do this, all of a sudden you develop a relationship, like Tom Reed was saying this morning, where you start to move towards each other. We will start at least the process of communicating clearly. And when you begin to communicate clearly, people will be able to connect with you in a way that is nonviolent. It's not reactive. It's proactive. You actually get to be a part of it. And all of a sudden, you realize that you can't hurt anyone's feelings. Better yet, no one can hurt your feelings. And what does this do? Well, it allows us to move in the direction that we want to move as effectively and efficiently as we can. Done. And that's where the practice begins.